Welcome! Today we're going to crack the code on Google's AI models. Now, we all know they're incredibly powerful, but let's be honest, the names can get seriously confusing. So think of this as your ultimate cheat sheet for Google's AI toolbox. By the end, you'll know exactly which tool to grab for any project you can dream up. If you've ever heard names like these and your head started spinning, you are definitely not alone. It can feel like a random collection of code names and version numbers. But don't worry, there is a system behind it all, and that's exactly what we're going to break down right now. You can think of this explainer as an introduction to your new AI team. See, each model is like a specialist with its own unique set of skills, and we're about to show you exactly who to call for which job. So, let's get started. First up, let's meet the core of the team, the Gemini family of language and multimodal models. These are your foundational all-rounders, the base for pretty much everything else. Okay, meet Gemini 2.5 Flash. You could call this one the sprinter on the team. The name Flash really says it all. This model is built for speed and efficiency. It's the workhorse designed to handle high volumes quickly and cost-effectively. This is your go-to for most general text-based tasks. So what does that mean in practice? Well, you'd call on this specialist to power a super responsive customer service chatbot to automate summarizing huge piles of documents, or really for any job where you need solid results fast. The key advantage here is high throughput at a low cost. But what if you need more brain power for a really complex problem? That's where Gemini 2.5 Flash Pro comes in. While the standard Flash is built for speed, the Pro version is the team's strategist. You trade a little bit of that speed for much deeper reasoning and analytical skills. That makes Pro the expert for multi-step, complex problems that require more thought. All right, let's move to the next department in our toolbox: image generation. And just like with text, we're faced with a critical choice right away. Do you need it fast, or do you need it perfect? First, let's clear up the most confusing name of them all, Nano Banana. This is just a fun viral code name that kind of stuck. The model's official name is Gemini 2.5 Flash Image. Think of it as the quick sketch artist on the team. It applies that same Flash philosophy of speed and efficiency to the world of images. So if you need to quickly generate a dozen image concepts for a social media campaign, create simple UI buttons for an app, or just swap out the background in a photo, Nano Banana is your tool. This is all about volume and velocity. And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Rapid prototypes are great, but sometimes good enough just isn't good enough. Sometimes you need something that looks like it came straight out of a professional photo studio. And for that, you reach for Imagen 4.0. This is the team's photo artist. Forget speed for a moment. Imagen's sole purpose is to deliver breathtakingly realistic, detailed, and high-resolution images. This is your premium option, no question. This slide really spells out the choice you have to make. Are you creating quick graphics for social media? That's a job for Nano Banana. Are you creating the hero image for a major product launch or a piece of digital art? Then you absolutely need the premium quality of Imagen 4.0. So, we've covered text and images. The next logical step is to get things moving. Let's talk about how you turn your ideas into video. The main tool here is VO3. This is the director on our team. And the process is beautifully straightforward. You just describe the scene you're imagining, maybe give it a reference image for style, add some audio if you want, and the model generates a video with surprisingly realistic motion. The applications here are huge. You can quickly create storyboards to visualize a film scene, generate unique video assets for social media, or even automate parts of your video production workflow. And just so you know, much like the other models, there's also a VO3 fast version for when speed is more important than absolute top-tier quality. Okay, for our last tool, we're leaving the purely digital world and stepping into the physical one. This is a highly specialized model for a very specific job: robotics. This is Gemini 2.5 Robotics, the team's chief engineer. The special thing here is that it's a vision language action model. It doesn't just process information, it translates that understanding into physical commands. It allows a machine to see an object, understand a command like pick up the red ball, and then actually execute the action. And let's be crystal clear about this. Unless you're actually building or programming physical robots, you can safely leave this tool in the box. It's an incredibly powerful but very niche technology that bridges the gap between AI and the real world. So, we've met all the individual specialists. Now, let's put it all together in one simple, clear overview so you know exactly who to call and when. And here it is, your ultimate cheat sheet. If you only remember one thing, make it this slide. For general text, you call the Sprinter, Flash. For complex thinking, you call the Strategist, Flash Pro. For quick images, it's the Sketch Artist, Nano Banana. For pro-level pictures, you need the Artist, Imagen 4.0. Video, that's the Director, Veo 3. And for physical robots, the Engineer, Gemini Robotics. It's really that simple.
And remember, the decision always comes down to these three factors. Do you need efficiency and low cost? Stick with Flash and Nano Banana. Do you need the absolute best quality and you're willing to pay for it with time and resources? That's Imagen and Veo. Or do you have a highly specialized physical task? Then you need the robotics model.
So now that you have your toolbox and the instruction manual, there's only one exciting question left. You've got a project in mind, the team is standing by. Which specialist are you going to call first?